All right, everybody, Schmolke Investment Team practice report. This is our last one for 12 days. Thursday morning, a little bit of a skeleton crew as far as media out here today. It's the all the old faithfuls, of course, a lot of media in Spokane, Washington, and we're going to have Blake Baker later this morning on our YouTube channel. But, Buddy, your thoughts?
Good morning, everybody. Thursday, March the 27th. Of course, everybody knows March Madness with the men. Alabama and Florida play early tonight. LSU baseball right out here at the box, 7 o'clock. Kate Anderson and Mississippi State on the SEC Network. You know, Mike, we came out here on Tuesday. It was foggy. Today it is cloudy. I'm not sure what those two weather implications are going to mean, but it is still a work in progress, and we got a little bit different stuff for you. Aman Anad is the special teams coach, and for the first time we saw trick plays. Now, I'm not telling you we got Les Miles dialed up. We're working on trick plays, working on returning kickoffs, working on returning punts. We asked Coach Kelly about special teams. Mike, I think it's an area where LSU can appreciably be better. And my, oh my, wouldn't that be something if LSU not only went after a punt this year, but blocked one. Also other tidbits, and as always, we'll hand off the football to Mike Scarborough, and we'll see if he looks like Caden Durham or Harlan Berry on a Thursday morning.
Yeah, I got some of the footage of those fake field goals. I don't know if it was necessarily to be a true fake or it's basically to test the defense against the fake. You be the judge. Some of that's on our film. You'll see that in 4K right here on LSU Tigers on Tiger Bait here on YouTube. Hit the like button if you're enjoying this practice report, and like and share. Like I told you guys the last report and on the show last night, I totally focused on defense on our video today. Got a lot of good stuff with Kyle Williams, Coach Peoples, Corey Raymond, etc., all coaching on the defense. And like some of the drills that I saw with the edge rushers. Yeah. And I like some of the sled work that both Corey Raymond and Kyle Williams were putting their units through. Be real interesting to see what Blake Baker has to say today, but I think certainly, and I bet he might even say it this morning, he's got a lot more to work with talent-wise than he had last year. You saw how much improved the defense was last year with a really a group that isn't across the board LSU standards. I think he's got it now. And so if they finish in overall defense in the 50s last year, I expect this defense to be even probably cut that in half this year.
Yeah, and I you know me, I've got that 40 for number of sacks. Oh, by the way, edge rushers, Patrick Payton, Gabriel Relaford, obviously Pyburn, and all the other guys getting them, Jamari Butler, Kalaj Kabas, all those guys today working on, you stand up as a D lineman, you put your foot in the ground as a D lineman, you stand up as a defensive end, and now all of a sudden, Tiger Shark, they're backpedaling in coverage and space. They do a little bit of that. That is when they're sending somebody from the inside, sending a blitz, you drop back your edge rusher, they will cover from time to time. Looked at the corners still, once again, Mansour Delane. I'm ready to say he's going to be the starting corner on the night of August the 30th. Pickett does look bigger. I think they signed him at 180, 182. He looks like he's getting closer to 190. Obviously, you know what Stamps can do. Jackson, the kid from Florida, and then the two little guys we keep talking about, P.J. Woodland and Michael Turner III. But let's not sleep on Wallace Foster the fourth. We saw Mr. Foster out here last week with the parents, and number 29's 5'10", 5'11", 175, another corner that wants to play. Safeties, Tamarcus Cooley is back. You still have Deshaun Spears, Javian Toviano, and obviously Joel Rogers. Jordan Gilbert out for the spring. I haven't seen a lot of work with the linebackers simply because there's not many of them out there. Wes Weeks, Charles Ross, obviously Devon Keys, Tylen Singleton, all those guys in. But once again, Witt and Perkins and the guys coming in. So you got about 5 linebackers coming in that aren't out there now. I don't think that's a problem. What did you see from your defensive film that you?
I will
say
shot? This: you'll see it on tape. I don't know that Corey Raymond necessarily liked the power that Ashton Stamps was hitting that sled with. But look, these corners are not built to move sleds. Got a little bit of DJ Pickett. Boy, he sure does look the part. And You mentioned Mansour Delane. We'll see what Jakeem Jackson can do. We're not getting a true spring game. We still have a practice or two. I'm assuming that we're going to be able to see the entire thing. And again, we're going to focus a little bit more on the defense. It's easy to go out there and go immediately look for Nussmeier and start filming quarterbacks and receivers and the running backs. That's the easy stuff. But, I think a lot of people want to see the details on defense. And this unit, I think across the board, you've got size, you've got speed, you got edge rushers. You brought in some fantastic corners to go with what you already had. And, but I still think, is the question mark going to be the biggest question mark? Safety.
No doubt about it. One other thing that I'm noticing is, and Kenny likes this, backpedaling and then coming up and tackling. Folks, you can't get an idea of how good a team you are tackling because you don't hit that much. In spring, you really don't hit that much in fall. Biggest concerns for a coach, opening game. Are they going to tackle or have a bunch of missed tackles and special teams? And so we're concentrating on that. Once again, got to tackle better. LSU the last couple of years has been hit and miss with tackles. Everybody knows as a DB, you got to come up and support the run. But as a DB, especially a safety, you can't afford to give up the deep ball. So working on tackling. Remember, LSU wants to be able to tackle. It's the biggest question that coaches are going to have going into those early games because you don't have an exhibition game like the pros. You don't have a jamboree like the high schools. So you really don't know how well your team's going to tackle until you get into that first team. They're working harder to get better with that tackling.
All right. Hey, you tired of watching your money sit idle? It's time to get off your couch or your assets and start investing. Every moment you wait could be a missed opportunity to manage your wealth. At the Schmolke Investment Team, our financial advisors are ready to kickstart your investment journey. Whether you're a new investor or looking to expand your portfolio, they've got the expertise to guide you every step of the way. So stop procrastinating. Don't let fear hold you back. Take action now and help safeguard your financial future. Call them at 318-448-3201. Visit www.smolketeam.com or stop by their office at 128 Versailles Boulevard in Alexandria for a free initial consultation. Your future's in your hand. Let's make it happen. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA/SIPC. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. Bart and Brian Schmolke, known them both for close to 30 years. Fantastic people, and they've got everything you need as far as securing your financial future. Give them a call and tell them Tiger Bait sent you in.
Yeah, by the way, look, President Trump is doing some more tariff action, so that means that the market's going to probably be down a little bit. But in the long run, Mike, he's trying to do some things. That's the great thing about Bart and Brian. You can pick up the phone, trust, communication. They can calm all of your fears. But when you have this kind of volatility, it's great to have people like Bart and Brian. Back to the offensive line. We've looked at the big uglies almost every day. We're out there. We didn't see big number 57 today. I don't know if he got tweaked, stepped on, or whatever. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Carius Kern. Well, since he was out, Josh Thompson now flipped over from the right side and was at the left tackle. Obviously still a battle with Chester and Braylon Moore at center. Ori Williams, the kid that's getting more rep at left guard. You can play DJ Chester at left guard. You can play Mubinga at left guard. Cohen Eccles at right guard. I think Weston Davis, to me, looks like he's going to nail down that right tackle spot if he continues to get better. Ethan Callaway backing up there. Wide receivers galore, as always, 0, 1, and 3. Xavier Thomas, Aaron Anderson, and Chris Hilton. I know you still love the kind of spring that he's been having. Look, Destin Hill's a bigger wide receiver. You're going to see him blocking and catching some balls. Nick Anderson looked a little bit better. He's been gimpy. He was running with the twos today. Kyle Parker, don't sleep on him. And a guy I like, I don't know how much action he'll get this year, but he's an in-state receiver. Don't sleep on number 83, Teron Francis. He didn't get much work today, but he had a great practice on Tuesday. They are loaded with, of course, wide receivers. I still think it's the deepest room on the class.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
What's going to be the prediction on yards and receptions between Bauer Sharp and Tradez Green?
Man, that is a tough one because, you know, when they play 12 personnel, you're going to see 14 and 10 on the field at the same time. I don't know. It just depends on
Is there a chance 10 has more than 14?
I don't know, man. You know, folks, 14's got such good hands. You know, that's the thing, Mike. That's the thing that Joe Sloan and Brian Kelly.
Sharp is so good in the short game.
Sharp is going to get a lot of dump-offs. You're going to get that ball right over the line of scrimmage and run with it. They're going to have misdirection. They're going to throw out in space. We talked about this on the show last night. Can you see what we see out here? Is it going to transform over to the real season? They'll continue to work. Look, after this spring football, you got to get in the weight room and you got to continue to bond. One of the things that I took from yesterday, did you see the bonding and the togetherness of all those LSU players at Pro Day? Oh, by the way, Will Campbell says, I don't know what tape measure you guys were using, but my arms are 33. Folks, when you got a dress shirt, you know how freaking long your arms are, right? But they were trying to beat him up. He did a fantastic job yesterday. Josh Williams, what a great story. 42-inch vertical leap. Runs 4.45. I don't know if I've ever seen Josh Williams better in the drills. I don't know if you had a chance to look at some of that stuff.
Slow motion of him.
He is going to make it. I'm going to make a prediction now. Josh Williams will be on a team. I don't know where he's getting drafted, undrafted.
He's going to have to be very good on special teams.
Well, he will be. And put the tape in when LSU beat Alabama in overtime, and look at that block. He does the little things, but I've never seen him look so good physically than
that
yesterday.
Slow-mo of him doing the vertical jump, his legs, man, that was an incredible video.
But I like the togetherness.
He's never missed a leg day, I promise you.
Well, and look, Garrett Dellinger, who got hurt at the end, he got 30 reps on the bench press. And Mason Taylor, somebody's going to get a steal. They're projecting Mason Taylor to be second or third round, fourth round, whatever. All you got to have is one team. He did 28 reps. He looks fantastic. But I thought that you could tell that there's a lot of togetherness, there's a lot of bonding, and it carries over from last year to this year. And, folks, that's what you got to have. It sounds sappy. You got to have guys that get together, hang out off the field, and believe in one another. Not one guy saying, can you believe this guy's going to play before me? I think there's a good positive feel as we get ready to take a 12-day break from spring football.
All right, a lot on this channel. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the practice report. LSU baseball tonight, Mississippi State, Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. And I'm predicting a sweep. Buddy's saying 2 out of 3. I'm predicting sweeps for softball and baseball. And I'm liking LSU's possibilities going to the Final Four. First day in Spokane, Schmolke and all the folks in that region will have press conferences today. We'll have that on the channel. Blake Baker on the channel, our 4K practice video. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Mississippi State is moving their left-handed ace to the Friday game. Once again, don't forget, Thursday at 7, Friday at 6:30, Saturday at 2. They're throwing their lefty ace on Friday in the second game. That's why I'm picking 2 out of 3. Love to see Beth Tarina in a Lady Tiger sweep. I think that's a better chance there. I have them Elite 8. If they play the way they did on Monday night, they will beat NC State. Still got to worry about Lauren Betts and the 6'7" size that UCLA brings to the table. But Mike's got the Rebels pulling an upset in that ball game. LSU women on the tube, 6:30. LSU NC State Friday night. UCLA and Ole Miss to follow 30 minutes after that completion of that game.
Batter Up segment with Kendall Rogers. That'll also be on the channel today. And Emily Ward and I, 7:30 tonight, inside LSU women's basketball. We'll preview tomorrow night's game in Spokane, and might have a special guest or two that drop in on that show. So that's it for this practice report. We'll be back in 12 days. And again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and you're going to get alerts for all those things that I just said we're going to have coming on the channel and much more. All right, everybody, y'all have a good day.